If you have been struggling trading meme coins, this is the only meme coin trading strategy video that you will ever need. In today's episode, I will be breaking down the exact steps, the strategy, the criteria, and all the required necessities in order for you to be profitable. What we are going to be targeting is obviously we're going to be trading meme coins that are going to be between 60,000 US dollars to 250,000 US dollar market cap, and that's a liquidity level that we are going to be targeting because these types of newly created meme coins, they usually pop up many times in a day, especially if you are trading the US and the Chinese session. Most of my profitable sessions are usually during the US active periods. We are also going to be using practical examples of how you are supposed to use the VWAP, the triple screen, and the Wyckoff methodology. This is one of my previous trades, one of the previous memes that I sort of got to get in, and I was able to trade this without getting rug pulled. Eventually, it ended up, rug pulling, and this is how the meme coin ended up dying. However, there were a lot of trading opportunities, and what we did was we ended up, trading it and just getting this particular juicy move before the rug pull came through. A lot of meme coins that you're going to be encountering, especially in this particular threshold, a lot of them are going to be scam coins. And this is one of the deadliest parts of trading meme coins is because number one, you're looking at very undervalued meme coins. Very undervalued meme coins mean the high probability of you getting scammed and you getting rag pulled. And this is one of the reasons why I always use Sniperoo. So in case you guys didn't really get the memo, in case you do not really know my secret and what has allowed me to be profitable, I use Sniperoo. Sniperoo allows me to implement trailing stop losses and profit. Take profit levels like a 2x, 10x automatically. The other thing that we're going to do in today's episode is we are going to be reviewing a few of your questions. By the way, I'm protecting the person who sent me this email. As you can see, I've got my email tab right over there, but I don't want to expose their credentials, due to safety reasons and privacy reasons. So big shout out to whoever sent me this email. So I'm going to be answering a few of your questions, and I really thought this was going to be a very good practical learning experience, especially due to the fact that we are going to be analyzing one of my trades, which allowed me to sort of make a 200% profit, closer to 200% profit. Sniperoo did kick in with the trailing stop loss, and I ended up getting stopped out with a minimal 200% profit on this particular trade. Of course, we are using very small amount of money, but the method still works the same, and I can't really show you my other accounts due to safety reasons and due to tax reasons. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why I do not show, but I will be showing you my other accounts and all that good stuff, because people tend to talk a lot. But anyhow, without further ado, before we continue, one thing that you need to do is you need to hit the subscribe button. A lot of you guys are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, and a lot of you guys, especially the profitable traders, by the way, I do see the statistics, the numbers on the back end as far as a lot of you guys are concerned, because obviously when you use my Sniperoo referral link, I can see the trading volume that my affiliates, or rather my referrals, are having. And I've noticed that a lot of you are really trading a lot. A lot of you guys are very profitable. There's a good number of you, or there could be like a small amount of people who are trading with large amounts of money. But what I'm seeing right now in my back end for my referrals is, number one, I'm seeing an increase in volume, and I'm also seeing an increase in activity, the frequency of trades that you guys are undertaking and participating in. So what does this mean? This means the methods that I'm teaching you are obviously working, and this is Very, very good. So, without further ado, I hope you guys have got your coffee and I hope you are ready to watch the entire episode, because if you want to make 2000 Solana, you need to have a long attention span, because you need to pay attention. When you pay attention, you make money. So, to other people complaining that my videos are very long, you guys do not deserve to make money. With that said, let's get to work. Oh, damn. Okay, cool. So this guy says, do you use the same filters on all three buckets? So basically what he's asking is, let's say for example, we are on Axiom Pro, aka Axiom Trade. By the way, if you guys are not really part of Axiom Trade, please check out the link in the description. So what he's trying to figure out is, do I use the same filters for the new coins, the final stretch coins, and the migrated coins? Simple answer is no. I do not use the same filters for all the three different categories of the phases in which a newly created meme coin is in. The reason why I do not do that is due to the fact that how I get to sort of analyze a coin which is in the final stretch in comparison to the migrated stage, these are going to be very totally different, and the liquidity levels are going to be very different. And I also happen to have like extreme rare conditions where I have specific filters that help me get 1000x, you know, coins that are going to be ranging between you know, 5 million US dollars to about 10 million US dollars, you know. So the secret is all about the filters. The filters are really going to allow you to get exposure to different things. So just like I told you, right, the filters that I am going to show you in today's episode are going to be targeting coins that are worth 60,000 to around 250,000 in terms of you being able to facilitate your trades. Like for example, this one. Okay, this one popped up, and guess where it ran to, and how high it went. It went to 100 to almost 210, 215, and this falls in line with my target, you know, liquidity, aka maximum market cap type of level threshold. You get my point? So more of the story, like I have been explaining to you guys, different filters give you different results. If you are looking for filters that are going to allow you to have very short trades like this one, most of the trades, especially that, most of the trades that usually lie between 60,000 to 250,000 market cap, as far as the meme coins are concerned, right? A lot of them usually rug in about 45 minutes. So my obligation is to only spend less than 20 minutes trading these coins. And as you can see, there's proof right over here in front of your eyes, right? I did trade this coin and I was profitable, and I was able to get in and get out without any scratches at all, because I'm using Sniperoo. I've got my trading strategy, my trading stop loss. My stop loss got activated and I was out. I was able to trade it without getting rug pulled. Okay? So, getting back to your question, right? No, I do not use the same filters. I've got different filters for different liquidity level thresholds. For example, I've been talking about Trump meme coin that was recently a very overhyped type of trade. Using these filters that I have been telling you guys about, in case you guys are wondering about the filters that I have on the final stretch, aka about to graduate, I've got 3 minutes maximum. That's a token age. I do not care about the holders. I do not care about the bundles, insiders, snipers. All that thing is irrelevant to me. What I care about is the volume and the market cap. Okay, so all these different tabs right over here, these different sections have got different volume attributes. For example, if I were targeting coins that are, let's say for example, having a market cap, or rather having the ability to run from 500,000 US dollars all the way to around, you know, let's say for example, 5 million max. the filters that I'm going to be applying are going to be very different than, in comparison to the filters that I have here. So if I want to target 500,000 to around 5 million US dollars, what I'm going to do is go to the migrated section and change the metric attributes. I'm going to, let's say for example, put volume of 200,000 US dollars and a minimum market cap of 250,000 US dollars right over here. Okay, if I do this, I'm obviously going to be attracting meme coins that are going to have like a liquidity, aka market cap threshold, which is going to lie within this particular, boundary, if I can put it that way. So what you need to understand before you trade any meme coin, you're supposed to have a target and you're supposed to have filters that allow you to identify certain type of threshold as far as the maximum market cap is concerned. So if I were to edit these filters, right, and let's say for example we beef it up and we put it at 1 million US dollars and the market cap minimum of around 2 million US dollars. Okay, if we do this and let's say for example we also change the time frame, we put it at 30 minutes, what's going to happen is we're going to have fewer pop-ups here because there's very few coins that are going to be able to fit this criteria, and you're going to have to wait forever. But once in a while, if you've got enough patience, you're going to be able to witness something pop up. Like for example, in the month of February, we had a very amazing opportunity of, getting to be acquainted with Donald Trump. There was Donald Trump, Melania Trump. All these meme coins really ended up pumping a whole lot. So if you were targeting such type of plays, you would have obviously been able to get in and you were able to sort of find them by using those filters. However, if you are a regular investor and if your bank balance is not really that high, you're not really going to be targeting such type of high volume type of plays because number one, they happen once in a while. It takes time for the markets to sort of give us such an opportunity. But according to my experience, like I've been telling you guys, maybe 3 times in a month, there might be such opportunities where such type of filters targeting this level of, liquidity can be obtained. What I encourage a lot of you guys watching me, number one, it's either you're just starting out and you're trying to get good at trading, or you've been trading and you've been sort of profitable, break even, and then you're trying to take it to the next level. So the strategy that you're supposed to use and the only filters that you are supposed to concentrate on are the filters within this particular threshold, 60,000 to 250,000 US dollars. When you do this most of the times, and I really encourage you guys each and every day, if you spend 18 minutes each and every day, right, in 3 months, if you are consistent, you're going to be able to multiply your portfolio by 1,000x if you are making a minimum of a 200% profit. A 200% profit is absolutely feasible, and this is one of the reasons why I am actually proving it with you guys, because let's say for example you've got a very minimal portfolio and you're only trading with 0.1, right? You are able to do these types of trades multiple times. You can have 200% profits for like 5 trades in a day. It's absolutely doable, and it's absolutely in the realm also of possibilities in terms of getting to achieve this goal. If you spend 18 minutes each and every day for the next 3 months, guaranteed, if you do and follow what I preach, you're obviously going to make 2,000 solana in no time. 2,000 solana is absolutely doable. I've done it before. You can do it as well. But one important fact that you guys have to remember is understand when to pick the right time to trade. So every Solana meme coin depends on the performance of Solana. Now, watch this. Let's take a look at today. Today I've been on deck and I've been, trading, and I've been seeing what's happening on the markets. Today is a pretty down day. Solana is down by about 20%. Solana has lost all of yesterday's gains. So what happens? Generally, a lot of people are very defensive. When the markets are quite bearish as far as the main token, or rather the main coin that a lot of these meme coins are created on, is concerned, right? Like, for example, today the price of Solana has dropped by about 20%. Best believe a lot of filters are going to be pretty empty. So I saw a lot of you guys, talking about you not being able to see anything here in the filter section. It's because, number one, you are trading on a bad day, and it also depends on the trend and the time of the trend that you are going to be dealing with. Like, for example, the past 1 month has been terrible. There's been very few opportunities as far as trading meme coins is concerned, because if we take a look at this, right, this is the 3-day time frame, and ever since we hit January, right, like end of December, it has been a downtrend. It has been a crazy downtrend. So the markets haven't been very profitable. So what you need to do is you need to get in during a bull trend. Like, what's going to happen with the price of Solana in the next coming few weeks? I really believe we are almost hitting the end of the downtrend. Like, I really loved this particular price action, and I really believe this was the first wave, and I believe we're going to experience more and more upside. Like, we're going to have a very good uptrend in the next couple of weeks. The next month and the incoming 2 months are going to be very profitable. So Q2 is going to be very powerful, and this is one of the reasons why you have to be very strategic, especially when it comes to meme coins. So make sure you are active when Solana is in an uptrend. When you do this, right, a lot of these filters that we're going to be using, you're going to see a lot of pop-ups here. You're going to be seeing a lot of meme coins coming up, etc. So do not force the markets. If you're not really seeing any results here with the filters that you sort of put in, especially if you are targeting 60,000 to 250,000. So just to clarify, right, 60,000 to 250,000 filter is represented by these figures that I have here. So let's go to Pump Fund. We figure out how much it costs in order for us to sort of hit radium. Then we use our formula. You guys already know the formula that I'm talking about. In case you do not really know the formula, please check out my previous episodes, because I don't want to sound like a broken record. But I'm going to just give you like a thorough breakdown. So in order for us to come up with these filters that are 60,000 to 250,000, we just simply go to Pump Fund. We figure out how much it takes for us to graduate to radium. So in today's scenario, right, it's about 58,831. So it's about 60,000 US dollars. So 60,000 US dollars divided by 2, that's going to give us our volume, which is going to be 30,000. So each and every day when you wake up, make sure you understand what your formula is and how you're going to manipulate the figures, because each and every day the prices are going to fluctuate. Okay, so you always need to adjust. So 70% of the threshold, 30% minus this particular value, all right, is going to give us the market cap that we're going to be trading. So roughly 30% minus this particular figure, I think it's going to give us roughly around 45,000 US dollars. So let's go, let's approximate it to around 46,000 US dollars. Okay, so that's the formula for getting the liquidity aka market cap threshold of around 60,000 to 250,000 in terms of your liquidity. Okay, so once you do that, you apply your settings. The next thing that you're supposed to do is wait. Do not force any trades. You wait for things to pop up in your radar. The reason why you're going to be very patient with it is, number one, once something pops up in your radar, it means 70% probability of you succeeding is already there. Okay, so once something pops up, you already know, look, this particular coin qualifies. Now I need to go to the next level. So now you need to first of all figure out when to get your entry using the VWAP, the triple screen, and the Wyckoff. Now let me explain. Okay, so step number one, your filters do the 70% of the work that you need in order for you to sort of make your final decision whether to invest or not to invest. So once something pops up here, it means there's a 70% probability of the trade going right. But there has to be some other analysis, some other criteria that you're supposed to use, which brings us to the VWAP, triple screen, and the Wyckoff. Okay, I'm assuming you guys already understand. So basically, let me break it down for you. The other thing that you need to do is when you go to your trading interface. Right now, I'm actually using bullx. You can even use Axiom. It's the same thing. It doesn't really matter. So, but I usually trade on Axiom because it has got the best options. Is incomparable to bullx. But when it comes to my charting, I'm just going to use this because it's like visually appealing for you at this particular moment. So rule number one, change your candles from the regular candle bars to Heikin-Ashi. The reason I love Heikin-Ashi candles is because they already allow me to sort of do quick analysis. Remember, the duration of each and every trade that I take is about 20 minutes using these filters. So these the duration of each and every trade depends on the volume that I'm targeting and the liquidity level that I'm targeting. So for coins that are going to be within 60,000 to around 250,000 market cap, I'm only going to be spending 20 minutes or less in a trade. I might spend 3 minutes. I might spend 5 minutes. I might spend 10 minutes. It just depends on how the trade goes. In conjunction with Sniperoo, I'm all good, etc. So this is one of the reasons why I ended up getting in here and I was able to sell before it ended up rug pulling. Now, a lot of you might be asking and wondering, saying, how can you completely avoid rug pulling? The simple answer to that question is you cannot avoid rug pulling as far as meme coins is concerned, because number one, there's no regulation, there's no SEC. Anybody can pretty much create a meme coin, so the chances of you getting rug pulled are very, very high. However, if you use Sniperoo with your trades, you are going to be sorted out regardless, because you've got your initial trailing stop loss and you also have your regular stop loss, which is activated. So there's no way this rug pull is gonna affect you. And if you use my filters, it's already a very high odd of you succeeding. So now let's take a look at the triple screen trading method. So triple screen trading method, you've got screen number one, screen number two, screen number three. So according to this question from you guys, right? He was asking what type of settings I use on the chart. Is it the 5 seconds, the 30 seconds, and the 1 minute? So big shout out to whoever sent me this email. He already knows the triple screen trading method. So when it comes to the triple screen method, right, you've got different time frames, aka different screens. You've got the 5 second, the 30 second, and the 1 minute. The 1 minute is going to be your highest time frame. And remember what I told you, right? My duration per trade, especially targeting these liquidity, or rather these filters, right? These filters targeting this type of market cap maximum, you know, I'm going to be using the 1 minute time frame as my highest time frame. My mid time frame is going to be the 30-minute time frame, and the execution time frame, aka my entry time frame, is going to be the 5 second time frame as per triple screen trading methodology. Okay, so we are obviously looking for an uptrend. So when we are looking for an uptrend, right, our entry is going to be in the in the 5-second time frame or the 15-second time frame. Okay, so take a look at this. 5 seconds. I've got 30 seconds, and I also have 1 minute. Personally, my personal reference is 5 seconds, 15 seconds, and 1 minute. Those are my triple screen trading time frames as far as meme coins. Having these filters for a 250,000 market cap maximum, those are the time frames that I'm going to be using. 5 seconds, 15 seconds, and 1 minute. 1 minute is going to be my third screen. The second screen is going to be 15 seconds. The first screen is going to be the 5 seconds. Now, let's illustrate. So, according to this position that I recently closed, right? The reason why we're doing this case study is, number one, I already experienced it and I was able to trade this. This trade actually happened on the 19th of February. That was a time frame. The market cap that where my entries were executed was at 75,000 US dollars, and I was able to sell at a market cap of around 90% of this particular threshold, which is around 140 somewhere there, 130 etc. So going back to evaluating DUGI, the trade that I had, where I had a 91% profit. Here it is. This is a chart. And as you can see, this is a classic example of practicing what I preach, and my entry was right over here. Now, let me analyze for you so that we can get to answer his question. So number one, he's also asking if I look at any social media or rug pull sites. You see, when I'm trading these coins, right, I do not have time to sort of go through the socials, the rag pools. It really consumes the trading allocated time frame, because the maximum time frame that I'm willing to spend on this particular trade is a maximum of 20 minutes. So if I spend 5 minutes going on social media, checking out the comments, etc., it's really going to consume a lot of my trading time frame, because I could be using that time to sort of perfect the technical analysis. The reason why I do not rely on the number of holders, the number of social media subscribers, followers, etc., is due to the fact that I am targeting specific volumes. The highest, biggest, reliable filter, in my opinion, is volume. When it comes to volume, right, volume precedes price. Volume is going to determine whether there's going to be upside power or not. When volume increases and there's demand for a particular contract, aka project, the price is obviously going to increase. If the volume decreases and there's no demand for a particular project, the price will definitely fall. So coming back to the filters are the ones that are doing most of the work. So whenever I see something pop up, I already know there's a 70% chance of me doing very well with this particular coin. So there's no need for me to go to the social media, checking out the rug pool sites, etc. It is irrelevant. Moreover, I already understand that whatever happens, there's a 99% chance that this particular coin is going to end up ragging. However, I can still make money before it rags. You get my point? Because think about it. If 99% of coins on PumpFun or Axiom or bullx are going to end up ragging, right? That only leaves 1% of legit trades. Now, if you spend the whole month waiting for 1% of projects that are going to do very well, right? When are you going to have trading opportunities? So my theory is trade whatever has got volume, get in fast, get out fast before the rag happens. If the rag happens mid-trade, while you're still in the trade, you already have Sniperoo to protect you. So either ways, rag or not, I'm still good. If it doesn't happen to rag as soon as I enter, right? And let's say, for example, I've got like a 5 minute window of making my money, because a lot of these rug pulls end up pumping before they come back down. So to me, if I target any coin that fits the criteria, and the criteria that I'm talking about is the parameters that I'm putting as far as the filters are concerned. If it fits my criteria as far as the volume and the market cap is concerned, I do not care whether it drags in the next 2 hours, because I've already gotten my profits and I call it a day. And this is one of the reasons why once you start using this trading methodology, you're going to have a lot of resilience. You're going to be very thorough and very precise and very specific about what you want to get out of a trade. And this is one of the reasons why, for me, a 90% is way better than a minus 30%. I'm comfortable moving with, or rather leaving the trade with a 200% profit. I do not care about a 10x, because I understand the arena that I'm in. You get my point? So, are you looking at wallets or other evaluations? No, I'm not looking at any wallets or any other evaluations, because I'm only concentrating on the volume, and the filters are already doing that work. What setting in the token on Axiom are you looking at? Top 10 hours, developer, snipers. So I don't look at any of this. I don't look at the number of developers, the number of snipers, the top 10 holders. I do not care about that. All I care about is volume and me being able to like get in and get out. Because if you take a look at all the snipers, the number of holders, you guys are going to have analysis paralysis. Okay? RSI and MACD do not seem to be useful in the final stretch, so do you still use it? Well, when it comes to meme coins, right? As far as newly created meme coins, the RSI is not really going to be that accurate, and it's not really going to be relevant. Okay, so depending on what type of threshold you are targeting, remember, if you are targeting a meme coin which has got 20 million US dollars as the market cap, and it has got crazy amounts of volume, of course you can incorporate MACD's RSI, because it's a very well established meme coin. But if you're trading newly created meme coins that are like fresh, extremely fresh, I don't think you have to overcomplicate your trades. And this is one of the reasons why I'm strictly sticking to the VWAP, the triple screen, and the Wyckoff. The reason why I like the Wyckoff is, number one, this is accumulation. So let me break it down for you. So right now we are on the 15 seconds. Okay, 15 seconds. So now let's take it down to the 5 seconds. If you see the 5 seconds, you're going to be able to see these patterns over and over. Trading is all about fractals occur most of the time. Okay, you're going to see a lot of patterns repeat themselves, and this is one of the reasons why, if you guys commit yourselves to sort of spending 18 minutes to about 1 hour each and every day, you're going to see these patterns repeat themselves over and over and over. So when this project was created, right, it had a minimum of around 61,000 US dollars. The reason why this is the reason is because it had a lot of volume, and this is one of the reasons why it was able to pop up on my filters right over here. So as soon as it came on my radar, number one, I had to wait for the VWAP to align. So remember, my entry is going to be the 5 seconds or the 15 seconds, depending on how your parameters in terms of the filters are arranged. So in this particular trade, I was using the 5 second as my entry point. Okay, so usually what I wait for is, I like to see some sort of correction, because I want to see how the price is going to accumulate, because I'm trying to determine whether this is an accumulation or a distribution. Wyckoff theory. Read about this, understand it, practice it, do whatever it takes, understand Wyckoff. Mostly, you're going to be dealing with accumulation. Okay, so this particular phase was an accumulation phase, a reaccumulation phase. Once the phase was done, wait for the VWAP to be crossed, and you have your pump. Another sort of reaccumulation phase occurred. And the reason why I really took this trade is, number one, we are having even sort of a lot of what do you call this, double support or triple support. Take a look at this and take a look at that. Okay, so it pops up on my filter. I get to see it right over here. It does a retracement. I wait for the price to sort of push back up, okay, and have another retracement. Have another retracement, see how the price interacts with the previous retracement, because you want it to have solid support. So number one, it has already passed my my test in terms of it going above the VWAP. This is the VWAP, okay? So it comes back down below the VWAP. This was a danger zone. You don't really know whether it's going to continue dumping or it's going to sort of pull back. So you still wait. And this is happening in a very short period of time because we're dealing with a 5-second time frame. So all this trading action was probably like 3 minutes. But it doesn't matter because you can still see the data on a smaller time frame. So number one, you already understand your level of no compromise. You do not want the price to be compromised by this particular selling pressure. Whatever happens, you already understand, okay, this is where some sort of sellers, the initial people who obviously go to buy this particular coin in block zero, this is where they entered the trade, right? And they sort of sold. So you do not want the price to go below that. You know, sometimes there could be situations where the price goes below this particular initial dump and then it still continues doing very well. So that is definitely very possible. So once you see the meme coin pop up on your filter and it has the first low, that first retracement before trend continuation, okay, remember this is a higher high, okay, so it had a correction. This is the initial first correction. It sort of has like a double bottom, and by the way, you know, zoom out and see this is a clear double bottom right over here. It ends up having another higher high. The trend continues and you already see that, okay, there is something happening here. If the price retraces to this level and holds this particular support level, this is going to be your entry. If it ends up cracking this level, you have to wait for more confirmation. So this is one of the reasons why, if you understand support and resistance, Wyckoff accumulation and distribution, you're going to be able to pick these things out in a short period of time, and you don't really need to spend a lot of hours analyzing the charts, okay? Because technically speaking, there were about, you know, there's bottom 1 here, bottom 2, bottom 3, bottom 4. So you had 4 opportunities. You had 3 confirmations that this particular support was legit. And if you take a look at my entry as far as Sniperoo is concerned, right, my entry was around, you know, 75,000 market cap, you know, because I was also waiting for the VWAP to get crossed. And if you take a look at this, right, we're below the VWAP. The VWAP, by the way, is the yellow line right over here. So you have to wait for more confirmation. So you've got confirmation right over here because you've got 3 double bottoms. The other type of confirmation that you need to wait for is wait for the VWAP to sort of cross. And this is one of the reasons why, if you take a look at my entry, it was around 75,000 US dollars, because I knew that eventually the VWAP was going to be sort of crossed. And you were going to have an entry. So the perfect entry in this particular trade from a technical perspective was going to be this bottom right over here. Okay, because sometimes if you just prematurely get into a trade, right, what if it gets rejected by the VWAP like that? But I knew that wasn't going to happen, so this is one of the reasons why my entry was within this particular level. However, if you followed the strategic technical analysis, the best optimum entry was this level right over here. Number one, you're above the VWAP, and you also have a retracement, which was going to be your entry, etc. Okay. So when it comes to the triple screen trading method, right, you have to have an uptrend on your first screen and the last screen as well, and then you have to have a correction, which is to the downside on your middle screen, which is the 15 seconds. So remember what I told you, right? 5 seconds is my entry, 15 seconds is my counter trend, then the 1 minute is my overall third screen, which is going to be the dominant trend. So if you take a look at this, right, 15 seconds, this was the retracement that I was looking out for, and these are the retracements that happened. So on the 15 seconds, you had these corrections: 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? 4 and 5 right over here. So these were nice corrections in order for you to like evaluate and see what is happening. So using the triple screen method in conjunction with VWAP and Wyckoff, this was the only perfect entry that you would have gotten from a technical analysis perspective. And this is one of the reasons why you see my trade was absolutely perfect, and I was able to get in almost a 200% profit. And this happened in a short period of time. And if you take a look at this, right, let's go to the 5-minute time frame so that you can see the candles better. Okay, so all that analysis that I did, it happened in these candles right over here. So it took me about 25 minutes analyzing the project, and doing all my analysis etc, and my entry only lasted around because my entry was here around 75. This was where my entry was on this candle, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, so I had about 35 minutes to sort of exit. So I obviously exited after 20 minutes. I sold on this particular candle, and guess what happened? The rest is history. Okay, so yeah, if you guys just follow this simple trading strategy, just get the main points. Sometimes I'm very, very long-winded, but such a complex matter requires me to sort of use different ways of explaining to you guys, so that those that can get it can get it. I do understand there are just some people that cannot get different concepts. Some of you guys cannot get a lot of stuff. So me going off of a tangent and just taking all this time to explain is because I'm targeting the people who actually have experience, and they understand, and they are able to see what I'm trying to do and how I'm trying to explain it from a different angle. So if you follow this, you guys are definitely going to be able to make a whole lot of money. And just like I told you in yesterday's episode, right, the people who are making money and the people who are doing very well with the tutorials that I'm giving you, if you want to take your trading to the next level, right, kindly send me an email. I'm going to give you more crazy strategy, more crazy trading strategies, and you're going to be able to see the difference of what I'm teaching you right now and what you're going to learn. Okay, so this only goes out to the people who've made money off of the previous free information that I've given you. It's not going to be free of charge. It's going to cost you $2,500. So what you're going to get is a very precise, concise breakdown of the strategy, and me giving you real live examples. You guys are going to understand it. If you understood half of the things that I talked about in this episode, if you purchase my 2000 SO blueprint for the Sniper Academy, it's going to cost you 2,500, and you guys are going to be able to really, really see the difference with the strategy that I have, which is even better. If you like the current strategy, the other strategy is going to mind blow you, and you guys are going to be really, really overwhelmed by the amount of progress that you're going to be able to make. So if you are interested in accelerating your portfolio, and if you really want to make 2,000 Solana in a short period of time, email me. It's going to cost you 2,500. Just ask for me to sort of give you this particular blueprint, and let me know if you are ready to pay the 2,500. So when you send me an email, just get to the point. Just say, look, I'm looking for the 2,000 Solana blueprint. Where should I send the 2,500, and what's the next step? Be very precise and just get straight to the point. Okay, so yeah, talk to you guys a little bit later. Please let me know in the comment section below what other questions you would love me to answer, so that I can, be practical with how I teach, because I want to get feedback from you, because it helps me give you better information. So I really hope you understood how I broke everything down, and you guys need to spend time practicing your trades and being better. Okay, so spend about 18 minutes to about 1 hour each and every day. If you do this for the next 3 months, you're definitely going to be able to make 2,000 Solana. Trust me. And the goodness is, Solana is about to have a reversal, and there's going to be more trading opportunities coming our way pretty soon. So yeah, just be very active while the markets are not very conducive, and you guys are still going to end up doing very well. So that's all I had for you today. It's been your boy CRYPTOHYPE, aka Muna, aka Romeo. Talk to you a little bit later. Thank you very much for the support. Hit the subscribe button in case you haven't subscribed, and good luck.